Hey there, Joy of the World, friends and family. I am Joy, here to take an intuitive peek into the energies going on around us. Friends and subscribers, welcome back. And if you are new to this channel, click that subscribe button down below, baby. It is free as always. And if you would like to be notified anytime I post new videos, just ring that little bell out beside it and YouTube will let you know. Also, be free to titillate those buttons down below, like, the share, the playlist. Any action that you take down there gets YouTube all stirred up, and they will send this video out to someone who might not otherwise see it, help enjoy up their world, maybe awaken them and confirm who they are and cause them to be bold, bright, beautiful, stepping forward, making our world a lighter, brighter, better, bolder, more beautiful place because you're in it. That is a step of greatness, and I appreciate you doing that for me. So for now, we're going to call it Freaky Friday. Now, it is Friday, whatever the date may be, the 12th, I think it is. Yes. Okay. March 12th. But irregardless, these are timeless reads. And we're here to take a look at the freak. What the freak? It ain't that freaky, but whatever. It's talking about telling us our secrets to the 9 of Hearts, how to find true happiness, how to elevate, how to lift ourselves up past the despair, past the deception, and allow spirit to fully connect, fully divine with us to enlighten us. That doesn't just mean all here. See, that's wind in your wings, baby, to help bring you on up, zhuzh you up into the air, because you don't care. There's a care that's unto life and a care that is unto death. The care you letting go of here is the one that was that heavyweight, that thing holding you down, sogging you, bogging you, keeping you restrained, restricted, and limited. Okay, friends? So that's kind of the driving force. It's central to the read that is coming out. Now, we got a little bit of where we're coming from and where we are going. Where we're coming from. I had a negative opinion of the Knight of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. And it might even be that just, oh, this will never happen for me, Joy. This doesn't come in. Man or woman, Knight of Pentacles has to do with that forward moving progress, developmental. It's not just slow, it's developmental, going through the stages. Think of Saturn, think of patience, think of that type of thing. But there's a process, and in that process is being able to see, allowing your eyes to adjust, that you gain that depth perception, that mode in which to move. Because before, your eyes have been flattened out by the despair, by the distress, by the stress, by the situation that you found yourself in. And that was a very strong mental state. It was not knowing that the power was in your own hand. What power is that? That's the power of permission to be awesome, to be divine, to turn your world, we could say upside down, which is correct. Put it right side up. Make your world right again. Right versus wrong? No. It's upright, putting it in the correct function, the correct form, the correct fashion. I would think most people who tune in here have put a battery in an instrument, an implement, something of some sort that you need to operate from battery power. Now, the thing is, if you put the battery in inverted, you put the negative, the flat side, where the positive, the pokey side should go, it doesn't work. If it has multiple batteries and you just get one put in improperly, you just go, maybe this is the way I feel today. No, you don't. You put it in the way you know it should go because you want that thing to operate. That's what I'm telling you about this, okay? So this Four of Wands isn't just, oh, the love, the happiness, whatever. This is permission to blink of an eye. Kind of like a Wonkavator, to go anywhere you want to go. It is like a free card, a free slip, a write your own ticket type of thing to where you want to go in life and who you want to be and how you want to go about it, okay? It's like a spaceship. It's like a redirect. It's like a wormhole. It's that type of thing. It's one of Big Papa's shortcuts. Not a short change, never, ever, ever, because he is here to ensure that. The Knight of Pentacles is the one who knows what is necessary for your development. Big Papa will never shortchange you. Why? He is the time master, the creator of time. The one who helps us understand energy and the implementation of that energy and how to work smarter, not harder. Okay? So that's what Knight of Pentacles, he's been showing up a little bit this week trying to say, hold up, people. I've gotten a bad rap too. I want you to understand that I'm here for you. So he's jogging right along on to this space, moving towards 24 paradise. You belong to paradise or del paradisical. Does it sound better? Would more people tune in if I had some amazing accent? Well, y'all, my accents are in the shade of color, not the way I sound. So I hope you tune in and find joy and happiness here in your heart as well. And that's the bit of the paradise. This is being full of yourself and not that like stuck up nose up in the air. This is like taking in the fragrance of you, the embracing of you, the appreciation and accepting of you. Appreciation is a step beyond acceptance. Acceptance is, okay, I'll let you in the house, but I'm going to keep my little side on you because I'm not quite sure how this is going to turn out for me. Remember that state of inversion. I've seen how these things play out before. It's going to cost me something. It's like, no. We're going to turn you right side up and things are going to work. They're going to level up. They're going to power. And you will begin to see the divine pure light of who you are, the coming together of it all, the eye of God. That's why it is white, because when you turn the prism just right, all the colors come together and they shoot out in that one ray, that one being the white light, the pure light, the one that allows all colors to be true to who they are. And it flies up through the center of your body, creating that divine connection between your destiny, the red string of fate, and your divinity, the gold string. Okay, so that brings heaven down to earth. And guess what? Life is trying to help you because it blesses life and it blesses you. All right, exponential dunamis power. So let's do not miss. Let's do this. So what we have here is a bit of a crossroads or a bridging. We're going to find out what is trying to happen. Oh, baby, I'm going to have to retrieve that in a little bit. Hopefully I'll remember with this head of mine. So it's a bridge trying to, oops, he looks like this in front of me. So give me a second. Okay. Thank you for your patience making the way across. And it's kind of like a blocker, but it could also just be a bridge. So let's find out what is behind this True Heart Tarot right here that makes the way from the process into the beholding of paradise. That little woo woo channeling up, beam me up, Scotty, where you particleize from one world into the next. And that next is the 4D heaven on earth. Now, what I see here is we got the 7 of Swords. Keeping a little something back for yourself, a little hope, a little promise. And what it's telling me here truly is a little reservation. You're like, I'm going to not just put my whole self in. I'm going to just sort of hold a little bit back because, not because I'm stingy, but I'm skeptical. I'm a little bit skeptical that there's another one just like me. 2 foxes, not a fox and a cat, not a fox and a dog, a fox and a fox. Like meets like. And that's the thing is if you're in skepticism, you will be proven right. Remember this thing of thinking right versus wrong? And that's the thing, y'all. We got to get past that mindset of wanting to be right. Because when you do, it's the fear of being wrong that is driving you, okay? So when you're in the state of not being any concern of being right or being wrong, you just want it to work. You want it to turn out. You want the excitement. You want to bless life, to bless you. That type of energy, which is more open, it's more travelable, it's more transferable. That's when you don't have to lie to yourself anymore. Because I can tell you it is a trinity. A fuggery trinity. I meant that. I said that. I don't know what I said, but you know what I said. It's a fuggery trinity. You can't lie to yourself without cheating and robbing yourself as well. So holding back, you're holding back on yourself. And you're having all those blades in your hands. That's 7 of them, 7 of swords, y'all. That's 14 blades, 14 edges. You having to keep up is a fortnight. You're holding back on yourself by about 2 weeks. Feeling kind of behind. That is a big deal. It is a whole measure, a whole charting. It is half a moon. All right. That's a lot to hold back on yourself. You're like, well, I want to wait and see how this plays out. Well, by then, when you wait to see if a company's successful, that stock is expensive. And they're talking about energy here. It is expensive. And it won't be paradise, nor the fullness of fragrance, because you won't be in the right time, right place, right energy, mind, body, and soul alignment. Boom, now you're ready to run. So down beneath paradise, we have the 3 of coins and the 10 of cups. Talking about alignment, opportunities, right place, right people, meeting up. And that's why when you hold back, the picture doesn't ever come through and your world stays inverted like this and your mind stays upside down going, I knew it. I knew. That's why I hold back, because I knew this was how it would turn out. But rewind. Let's fix the grammar on that. Because I hold back, it alters the results and always turns out like this. Okay? You take the same steps in the recipe, you're going to be eating the same shat pie. Up here we do shoe fly pie. Let's get the fly out. Let's get the shat out. And let's get you into this community, this cooperation, this aligning, and this divining. It's simple, and it's easy, and it's straightforward. It's delightful. Pure delight. Okay? I don't need to tease you there. If your soul be stirring, lean on in and listen to yourself. All right. Now they're telling me with that to say our affirmation. We've been working some affirmations in here to go along with what we are working on. Okay. That way we activate that part of ourself. We create the action potential. So here our statement for today is for our Freaky Friday, giving ourselves permission to be delighted and connected. All right. Is happiness is my DNA. My divine nature activated. Okay? Say it with me. Happiness is my DNA. All right? It is your birthright. And what comes along with this connection and this flow? What does this facilitate? These happy feet traveling across this bridge. When this supplants this, we make it to paradise. We're knocking on heaven's door. That's right, baby. And you smell fine like wine. Delicious, exactly as it should be. Because there's no flies, no fuggery, no shatastic being mixed and stirred on in that. You don't put it on the flower. You put it on the roots, okay? Put it where it belongs, under your feet. Tell it no. N-O. K-N-O-W. N-O. All right. So we're going to supplant that sucker, and I'm going to go ahead and bridge it for you because this is energy work. These can turn into an energy session anytime, any place, because that's what we're working for here. I'm not just running these lips so you can hear some air. We're in the wave of plasma, all right? Plasma brings in the love, which ultimately brings in your joy, okay? Activating your happiness to what? This 10 of cups. Do you see it right there? Can y'all read that? Let me back it, see if you can see happiness elixir, okay? Oh, good Lord. That's what we have to say. Some just flew off my counter over there. We got wisdom, bliss, harmony, calming, dreaming, happiness, passion, love, and a few things that are slightly obscure, which definitely titillates some passion, right? It causes you to lean on in like, I want to taste that. I want to taste and see that life is good. I do want to taste this life. I want to taste this opportunity. I want to take that opportunity. So that's the unique thing. Give yourself permission. That is what this is about. Because if you look closely on this balloon, there are 4 other accessory balloons going along with. That lets me know the power is in your hand. To me, the number 5 is perfect because it means the power is in your hand. Power of change, power of creation, power of understanding, power to move forward. It is your permission that is required. And you give permission once you realize, oh, the only permission I need is mine. I have the authority to do that. Yes, you do. Crack open these perfumes, all right, and smell yourself delightful. And it is the season of delight. So delight yourself. Awaken your dreams. Stir up your stars down in your belly, down your bowl. Let the waters alive, because that's what cups, hearts is all about. You know, letting them rise on up and see what all it is you desire. Because see, now you've done away with this despair, this heaviness of feeling like that'll never happen for you. And you're like, whoop, whoop, power up. All I gotta do is like blink like I dream a genie. That's my car's name, y'all. I still try it when I get in. I blink and it doesn't go anywhere. I can crank her and then eventually drive there and we get there. But I wish I could blink it. Let me know if you have the answer to that. But here, beam me up, Scotty. Is let me know it's your mindset, it's your powering, it's your energy. And I've mentioned in a few, and I will mention it here, Kundalini. Talk about moving some energy and moving the breath with intention and purpose of divine connection. That's a really unique experience. There is a YouTube channel called Refeel, R-E-F-E-E-L, and I do some of their basic spinal series. It's fantastic and has started to move this lodged energy of that's been trapped from the brain injury that I had 19 years ago, is beginning to move it through and clear that type of thing out so that I can embrace this, so that I am in synchronicity with timing. Because when you're in an altered state in your mind or your poles are inverted, you are 2 weeks behind. All right, so let's get straight here. All right, so from next, underneath that 9 of hearts, ooh, baby, you got 10 and 10. Look at that, girl. Look, it's looking like this. Let me give you a little peek. The peek show. It's looking like this. Look at that. 9 of hearts, 10 of Cups. Okay, so 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups. And we got the 10 of Coins going on right there. This is anything you could think or imagine. Let your mental muscle work for you, because it takes as much energy to worry as it does to pray. Worry is praying for what you don't want. We just happen to call it worry, but it is prayer. Whoo! Shock alert, okay? But then the thing is, we could put our attitude towards praying for what we do want, and remember, that's putting this old energy behind us. That doubtfulness, okay, that skepticism, whatever label we want to put it on, it's the horse of the same color, okay? And it's what has been diminishing you and the outcome of your results. So going from the 9 into the 10 of Coins, meaning you will behold. It's not like you're just going up in some airy fairy place, those balloons are going to pop. This is you rising up to a new level. This is you connecting heaven to earth for a purpose that you are seeking. You want to taste and see that life is good. You wouldn't still be here if you thought you were just nothing. You've been working towards something, and that is the full experience of yourself, connecting to the alignment of who you are. All right, now let's see what we're moving towards. How do y'all want to do this? Okay, I will just keep going. So it's kind of like shutters, like over here and over here coming together like that, but they want me to follow the yellow brick road. 16, Merak, embrace oneness with the universe. And that's what this is hearkening to. Remember, we're not just floating up in the sky to have them pop and be left stranded and all strewn all over the planet. No, this is coming forward, stepping forward, making contact with something that is otherworldly. Maybe a bit of the unknown, but it is seeable. It is viewable. It is not unknowable. It is just simply unknown. Okay? And that's where you can turn on that action potential. Our left side is our potential, the right side is the actual. That's how we come into these 10 of Coins. And we can ask questions like, ooh, oh, what is that? What is this? What is this good for? Anytime we step into a whole new world, like when people first landed here, they decided, ooh, iris works good for this. Black pepper works well for that. That stone, I'm going to chisel it into a wheel. And what are we going to do? We're going to carry these heavy loads by using that wheel to facilitate bearing of the load. It's that type of thing. It's when we begin to open our mind to wonder. And remember, not the negative wondering, like, how's this going to turn out? I don't know if it's going to work for me. That's aiming down, 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 y'all. That's hitting the cap of your head called your skull. Get outside your skull. Get outside your head and get to the energy bubble right above it. The greatest leap of faith is from here to there, to get outside of our recording of our perception and things that we could be picking up that other people are projecting or whatever else. And we can get here to where the full clarity truth, the omnipresence, the omniscience, the omnipotence, all the every direction going on around, that is life getting together with you, because remember, it blesses you both. Okay, so you just open up to that, and then you begin to see the divine and the beauty in these things and the magic that's in it, the ability to know and to grow and to learn and to process in a whole different way. So with that, here's the here's the other to our bridging us over to peekaboo. I'll tell you in a minute. So we have the Prince of Discs coming in. Okay, guess who that is? All right. See, we just moving on forward. George and Weezy moved on up, and our up is forward. Okay. So this is coming in to meet you. That's the fantasticness when you've turned yourself right side up over here, and you've gotten on board with the truth of how things work and how it works for you, and you've turned the battery in the right direction. Life can begin to meet you. And you'll begin to see the power and the manifestation going on, and all that has been going on all along that you thought you were left out on and not privy to. And really, it was just that there was some fear involved. Okay, that was it. Fear is a limitation. Not knowing any more than you can know, but how do you know unless you go? When you go, that's where you learn and you gain this. So now we have a little bit of help with that coming in, is because under Merak, we have these two cards, the Queen of Blades and the Page of Blades. All right, this Antique Anatomy Tarot, fantastic. And it has to do with trusting, looking to the heavens, looking beyond yourself, looking to your connection with life, because life is the wisdom. Life is the source. It is the resource. It is where we process, we reflect, work those type of energies. And with that, you tell me to get you one of these. So reflect on the Prince of Discs and the offer and the opportunities coming towards you, the light, the warmth, the bit of opening up that you're feeling. You don't just, I mean, again, Prince of Discs, that's a little jump of faith that goes from here to like right there. It's not like, woohoo, high dive, you know, Olympic platform diving. It's not that type of energy. It's literally just stepping down off of the ox. Okay. It's a kneecap distance. So let's get a little bit of help with the wisdom of this Queen of Blades, looking ahead. But the thing is not too far, not too much, because that will make you sick to your stomach, make you queasy, make you nervous, make you a little uneasy. So here this is talking about separation. Interesting. Submission, shed, discard, retreat. Let me make sure it's discard, not discord. Okay, discard, retreat, birthright, benefits, inheritance, and property. Interesting. So it's telling us to go back to our affirmation and what we say that we know. Happiness is my DNA. That is a birthright. They were talking about it like that, but there's so much stigma and so many books written about happiness and this and happiness is that. That's a low vibration. Actually, it is the fiber of our being. It is our spiritual birthright. It is our DNA. If you've been here for a minute back in the fall, the late fall, we were talking about, it was the Pearl card from hang on, baby. Peace. It was the Pearl card from this deck coming on in. It was talking about our spiritual DNA. Let's see if I can find it quickly. I don't know. Hello, hello, hello. Where would you be? Give me a second. So anyways, I was talking about your spiritual DNA, your spiritual birthright. Then when we begin to get our poles turned correctly and we get ourselves aligned and we allow life to love on us instead of staying in skepticism, which is a canceling out. I'm not fine at the moment. It's a canceling out that then we put ourselves at a disadvantage. But that's the wanting to be right. We're going to make it prove itself because this is how we think, this is how we see, this is what we know, but that's that limitation. This Prince of Discs came to be that connection, true, physical, tangible, manifestable proof of that being there. And it goes beyond things that you wish for, wishes and dreams and desires of the mind. We're talking about desires of the heart, the birthright type energy. Why you chose to come here. Your destiny. That's your divine self. You created your chart. You created your height, your build, your everything, because you're like, that's perfect for what I want to experience when I'm here. Okay. So that's what this Queen of Blades is coming on in to help put the zoom and the boom boom to get us on across to our destination. Okay. But first we're going to look at the Page of Blades, which is being able to take a quick look back. And this isn't like, oh, what am I leaving behind? No, it's like to get out your driveway. Because sometimes if you've pulled on in to your house, you got to back up just a little bit to go forward. But that's what this Page of Blades is coming about. It's like it's no big deal, just a little smile on your face to look back and do take a second glance to see where this has worked out, to see where it wasn't always this, to begin to find that little spark of evidence, which is faith, okay, which allows you to confidently make that leap and that connection to remember and to appreciate where life has shown up for you. It may be few and far between, but it is. And that's what we're doing, is getting into our amness. That's where you begin to pump and prime the pump with the fuel of faith. Get in there and you begin to trust yourself and go, okay, I got a little bit to invest with here, and I'll invest that, and I'll grow it, and then I'll work with that, and then I'll grow it. It's kind of like we do with yeast for our dough. So yeah, for your dough. That's right. So over here, it moves us across into the Six of Cups and the Chariot. So you're moving into the fullness of what all you're here to inherit. This Six of Cups can come in as the lovers. People they can call it soulmates, but it also can be past life. What I can see is that is a container of things that should be. Things that actually are. Remember, it's in the is, it's in the birthright, it's in your spiritual DNA, it's your happiness, it is your right. These cups are filled and overflowing, and they come together exponentially. And this activates like a power button, like a whole world at your navel, a whole new birthing when you birth yourself out, when you birth yourself to understand that nothing is dominating or controlling you or holding out on you, that you are the full governance, the rulership, the authority, the awareness, the awakening of seeing yourself clearly. When that aha moment comes, okay? And you realize that there's nothing out of your reach, then you can slow your roll, calm down, get the cart behind the horse, and begin to take those steps moving forward, okay? And you can also power up in this because they love you. Life loves you. And I hope you get caught up, because that's going to be bringing you on over into the fullness of fastness to right here and get you caught up right on time. So you'll be feeling fine for the celebration, ready to enjoy this life that you have created. Okay. So with that, under the Prince of Disc and the Queen of Blades, we have the Raven coming in telling us to prepare for change, because as you've done this, it will shift and transform. The light will come in, taking away all shadows of doubt, all shadow of turning, that old mindset, because you're no longer even focusing on it, not giving it any attention, not feeding it, so it withers and dies. And what something sprouts in its place, and that's this hope. That's why we activate the faith, because faith comes from hope. That's why we take that little look back and we begin to look at the times that something did work out, or there was a little blip on the radar, or a little spark, a little something. When you begin to start there, do not despise those small beginnings, because a redwood was once a tiny seedling. That's the mystery of it all. Just like the oak and the acorn, or the sperm and the egg into us. Oh my, life knows how to get you there. And it knows how to catapult you forward without shortchanging you. Okay, friend? So here is just a reminder from the bat to see through the illusion and to the truth. Okay? To begin to get up on pace, not holding back on yourself nor holding out, but to get on board, get on pace, and to set your reticular activating system to give yourself permission to see those golden opportunities coming on in. So you may want to rewind right now and check out the video labeled about wealth, incoming, and golden opportunities, because it speaks a little bit more to the mindset, the soul set of what's going on here in order to align in divine, right? Divine nature activate. Okay. So with the bat, we kick forward and we make that full turn. We get ready and positioned to come in with the eagle to seize opportunities courageously. I absolutely love this, because look, can you see? Can you see what's been here all along? This has to do with this. Remember, going up a level, giving yourself permission to have a higher perspective. That's what your soul, yourself, your spirit, your guides have been coming in all along. Not holding out on you. Trying to get you up to a place where there isn't danger and there isn't fear, where life is going to meet you, where you go into the unknown, but not the unknowable. Remember? It's all knowable. You are divinely connected. Turn that battery around. I really hope that this comes into your life and you choose to receive it, where it resonates and confirms your spirit, your guide, your journey. That is what you're here to look for, okay? If you haven't already, click the subscribe button down below. Leave me comments, compliments, compliment yourself, compliment someone who's been with you along this journey, nurturing you and encouraging you to step along into this. I don't know, whatever. Speak your mind, baby, but always be kind. As always, I'm happy you stopped by here and shared your energy and your time with me. I love you and I appreciate you. Check out the other videos, y'all. They're always timeless. Bye.